we have to go to airspy.com and click on download, and you will see the SDR software download. We have to use this version, that is software defined radio package, contains revision 1921, which was on 1st January 2025. This is also used for RTL-SDR. I'll click on download. I have transferred the downloaded zip file onto the desktop. Now I have to extract it by right-clicking. Extract all. It's available on the desktop. Double-click on this install-rtlsdr.bat. So Windows protected your PC. The warning has come. It shows don't run. But you have to ignore that and take more info. App install rtlsdr.bat, publisher unknown publisher. You have to choose run anyway. Then only this will run. Then it will download the required files. And once the downloading is completed, you have to press any key to continue. I am pressing an enter key. The command prompt terminal has exited. I'll open the basic SDRSharp directory on the or folder on the desktop. And this is the SDRSharp directory. And if the download has been successful, what you see is this zadik.exe file. And that should be nearly 5 megabytes. You can see it is 4.91 megabytes. So I presume that is okay. Next, I have to right click the zadik.exe and use run as administrator. And again the warning comes, and I'll give yes. Now you have to choose the install. In the options, you have to choose list all devices, and ignore hubs or composite parents, create a catalog file, sign catalog, and install auto-generated certificate. So that has been done. Now you have to double check that the USB ID is shown as 0BDA283800. That also confirmed. Our current driver, there is none, and the driver which will be installed is version 6 1.7600.16385. If there was a driver here, current driver, then it would have appeared as replace driver. As I have no driver already installed, I'll have to install the driver. I'll click on that. Now it's installing the driver. Installation can take some time, and I'll have to wait for that. I hope that it will go successfully. So far, no error warnings have come up, and I hope that this will be fine. The installation process can take up to 5 minutes. So I'll have to wait for 5 minutes. Anyway, I have to wait. There is no other way. The driver was installed successfully. It didn't take 5 minutes. It was much shorter than that, hardly 1 minute or so. So I'll close this. Next step is to go to this SDRSharp.net 8.exe and open it. I'm opening it up. Again, the usual Windows warning comes up. I'll go for more info and run anyway. You must install .NET Desktop Runtime to run this application. Download now. I'm downloading that. And that has been downloaded. I'll go back to the SDRSharp.net 8.exe. I'll try once again. You will need to run the downloaded installer. I have now fished out that file from the downloads folder and I've clicked it, and now I have this window coming up and I'm going to install. Again, same question. Do you want to run? Yes, I want to run it. The process, it's being installed. That was rather fast. Installation was successful, and I am closing that window. Plug in the RTL-SDR.com model v4 into the USB port. I have done that. We have been instructed not to install any software, if any, that came with the dongle, and wait for a few seconds for plug and play to finish attempting to install the dongle. It will either fail or install Windows DVB-T TV drivers. Now I have opened the SDRSharp window by double-clicking on SDRSharp.net 8.exe. I have to set the source now. I'll click on this and look at the source. We have to find the RTL-SDR USB. That is the source here. That has to be set. I have set that. Now, if I press play, it should start playing, but then I have not connected the antenna. Even without antenna, you can hear that hissing sound. As an initial test, I just connected the VHF dipole antenna which came along with the RTL-SDR kit and tuned into 103.6, which is a local FM station, and you have heard that just now. So first installation is successful. Now I'll go on experimenting with various other types of uses for my RTL-SDR blog. I am happy with this initial success. I could see that nice waterfall display indicating the strong signal.